I think cloud computing is one of those 15, 20-year trends that we are just in the beginning 5-6 years of. So I can't even imagine what the effects will be 10 years down the road.
We're talking about a lot higher information volumes, a lot higher transactional volumes, and we're talking about novel use cases in the cloud that you wouldn't have been able to accomplish in a confined data center construct. As those technologies come to market, they're first applied and leveraged, by and large, in the density of entrepreneurship you see in Silicon Valley, simply because there's so much of it here, and we aren't constrained by the old ways of doing things.
You have this combination of lots of ideas, lots of smart people, and then very low barrier to entry for people to actually execute on those ideas.
When you want to be at that cutting edge, the big challenges that some people are trying to tackle, this is the place to do it.
The reality is, it's an ecosystem. Everything that one company does kind of feeds and furthers the cloud innovation that is happening.
Cloud computing in general gives us this agility to scale our platform as needed, to anticipate customer needs, and to adapt our product as we go, to come up with new features and new capabilities in response to market demands.
So imagine the kind of things that it now makes possible because the cycle time is so much lower. It's so much easier to get started. And when you reduce the barrier to entry that much, the floodgates are open.
So with the cloud, with the innovation that we're able to innovate very quickly, this also means that we have to keep up with the market. It's not acceptable anymore that you do a release every 6 months. You are moving towards more continuous deployment. That's now the holy grail that everybody wants.
We have to innovate quickly. We have to stay ahead. We have to keep introducing new products.
Now what you have the advantage of doing is going in very lightweight, failing very fast, learning. You just focus in very specifically on what your customers need and go build that software.
Ultimately, what people are realizing, people figure out these fundamentally more efficient ways to do things. What cloud is doing, on the one hand, it makes it easier to go bigger, faster. It creates a need for tools to manage that complexity, to manage that growth efficiently.
If you can't measure it, you can't see if you're improving, you can't see where you need to allocate additional resources, you can't see what your end user perspective is, you can't see where you can innovate, you can't see where you can advance.
The cloud is there for you to grow and shrink elastically and to meet your customer demand. So you need the tooling around that, and you need processes that can automatically adapt to what those needs are.
You can't take what you do in an on-premise solution and just directly transfer it to the cloud and hope to see the benefits. You have to really think about how to apply the cloud to what you're trying to accomplish.
You can see a lot of services, a lot of companies, a lot of products come into life because of the cloud. And who knows in 15 years what innovation will come, what will be the next wave of innovation. But this is a big wave.